Okay, let's start with what kind of person is she? How would you describe her to somebody who had never met her?
Okay.
It's hard to separate who she is as my mom from what she would be like to a stranger.
I wonder why it's so hard for like children to see their parents as anything other than their parent, as like actual like individuals with like their own lives and things.
She grew up in Great Neck, New York, and she always does the accent.
She grew up in Eugene, Oregon, which is a small college town that is 98% progressive. The 2% is my family.
She grew up in Mexicali, Mexico.
It's interesting that we share a lot of the same experiences having grown up in the same town.
She told me that she used to be shy, but I don't believe her.
We both are very passionate about things that we believe, which is not good because those things are often different.
I might be partial to her, but I think she's really funny.
It sounds kind of cheesy, but my mom is really vivacious.
She fills up a room. My mom takes up space.
She's really into birds, which is kind of precious.
My mom is an actress. Well, not really, but she does voiceovers. Revlon. Everything Revlon.
Some things a woman just owes herself.
Rocking the hat that she encouraged me to buy and then claimed for herself.
Every night, even if she's like not sick or anything, she'll like grab vapor rub and she'll like smother it all over her nose, and that's like her thing.
She gets more likes on Facebook than anyone I know.
One of the sides of her I always wish I could have seen was that she was a brown belt in karate.
Motherhood for her was like very important and sort of like tied to very much like who she wanted to be.
She's very physically affectionate. She always wants hugs and kisses on the cheek. And also, side note, I know that some people like kiss their parents on the mouth, and that's so gross to me.
She makes spaghetti with chorizo, and like my dad hates it, but every time I ask for it, she still makes it for me.
I just wanted to clarify, it's on the cheek where normal people kiss their parents.
A lot of like younger nurses work there because she works in a convalescent home, and they like call her mom, and like before I was like, hey, you know, like that's my mom.
We would always wake up and have our same oatmeal breakfast, and it was special because it took like 25 minutes for the special steel cut grains.
I used to sort of consider myself the actual opposite of my mother just because I was more introverted and not spontaneous, and I follow rules. But it's one of those things everyone says that you're gonna end up like your parents.
Actually, the other day I was in CVS with you, and I was looking at vitamins and started worrying that I was becoming my mother because my mother thinks that there is a vitamin for every problem.
But I think that we're also different in certain ways. Gosh, it's actually kind of hard to think of how we're different. We're not the same person.
Now that I'm a lot older, and this is something that I really appreciate about her, is that she never treated me like an extension of herself.
That's my mom, bitch. Anyways, I don't know. She's hard to describe, but isn't everyone?